The Great Pyramid of Giza is still an enigma. There are a lot of mysteries embedded in this pyramid. One of them is the speed of light, which we basically just recently found. The speed of light is a clue in the pyramids, and that they were built by aliens with high technology, according to researchers' claims. The Pyramid of Egypt, in it are enshrined mystery and wonder. There are many theories as to how and even who and when they may have been built, who built them, why. Does the design or location of the Egyptian pyramids yield clues as to their creators? Well, it's not only the Egyptian pyramids that are mysterious. A lot of other pyramids worldwide are mysterious. Some researchers think ETs did in fact leave just such information, but it's not just in plain sight. We have to calculate it to find it. Experts believe the smoking gun lies in one thing: the coordinates. The speed of light is 299,792,400,458 meters per second. Meters, not yards or feet, meters. And the geographic coordinates for the Great Pyramid are the same numbers: 29.9792458 north. I mean, that's not a coincidence, obviously. This is by Daily Star report. Now, not until 1950 were humans able to measure the speed of light, which is obviously thousands of years after the pyramids were built. And Express UK says traveling of the speed of light is theorized as being the only way to time travel, and believers claim the advanced aliens, quote unquote, ancient aliens, could have returned to Earth from the future to build these monuments. A researcher, Manu Saifzadeh, said, is it possible that those who placed the Great Pyramid on the Giza Plateau had an inkling of the speed of light to a degree of accuracy not possible within highly technical equipment? And one of his followers said, the speed of light in the metric system appears in the design and location of the Great Pyramid of Giza when the decimal point is slid along the value. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. So it's not coincidence, and obviously they could have known when we would discover this with our technology, and it's enticing, isn't it? So the aliens chose this location for a reason. Strikingly similarity is difficult to accept as a coincidence. There can be no doubt that it is a mathematically intelligent design associated with the stellar belief of its builders. Believers of the ancient aliens theory claim extraterrestrials also came to help build Stonehenge in Wiltshire, UK, and other ancient monuments connected with the cosmos. They dubbed the hypothetical advanced visitors as ancient astronauts, and the theory suggests they were mistaken for quote-unquote gods by our ancestors, extraterrestrials. We know the Native American Indians called them Anu, and that they came from the skies, and others, the Anunnaki, the ancient Sumerians, that they came from the skies again, and even in ancient China, okay, even in ancient Greece, the gods of Olympus, before them were the Titans, huge giants, humongous giants, but the gods of Olympus were all supposedly extraterrestrials and even Atlanteans. So the theory suggests here they were mistaken for quote-unquote gods by our ancestors, who depicted images of them in their ancient artwork, which are now said to show pictures of aliens and flying saucers. They supposedly visited our Earth thousands of years ago, studied different tribes, and were mistaken for gods because of their advanced technology. One conspiracy website, Outer Worlds, dedicates the whole section to the argument that aliens built the pyramids. If you could see the video before this one, you will have that information. The theory says because 2 imaginary diagonal lines extend from the pyramids on either side of the Nile River Delta, the early Egyptians could not have known this when building them to be so accurate with their positioning. And with their precise measurements and alignments with celestial bodies and magnetic north, it has long been argued that our ancestors around 4,600 years ago would have been unable to physically build the ancient pyramids of Giza. And the theory says the ones which were supposedly built to house the remains of dead pharaohs, the ones you thought were built by the Egyptians, well, they're wrong. They're built by aliens. And again, he says, here is what really happened. A couple of aliens flying high enough over Earth to be able to see where the Nile Delta origin is, easily saw what orientation the pyramid would need to be in order to have this diagonal lines on those two lines. So they also say that the Great Pyramid lines up almost exactly with magnetic North Pole. It says, how could the Egyptians possibly have built their pyramid facing the exact magnetic north without even having a compass? Those aliens, they said, abundant in their knowledge and drowning in technology, came along and using their compasses, they landed on Earth and found the exact magnetic north and south poles, and then they built the pyramids. However, it has a huge leap to go from a mystery of how they were built to saying it was aliens. And on the other side, those who want to debunk said it's equally passionate about the evidence that humans could have built the pyramids when history tells us they were constructed. So in the article about the pyramids, the website says so-called unfinished obelisk is 1,000 tons made of granite, was abandoned because it developed a crack and it could not be used. They said the stone, because it's unfinished, gives us direct insight into how they cut and shaped the granite as well as other stones. After the stones had been roughly shaped using pounding stones, they would begin to polish them with grinders. And there have been many types of stone grinders or polishes found in Egypt, they said. About 85% of the stones used in the construction of the pyramids was relatively soft sandstone, which was quarried right on the site, they said. And the site also says there's evidence that there were wooden sleds with ropes made from papyrus that were used to move these stones. It said, I at least hope that by now most of us can see that these construction techniques are well within the capability of mankind to conceive and achieve without the intervention of aliens. That's what the debunkers want to say. But again, why did they build the pyramids with the exact number of meters of the speed of light? That's the question. This is on Bennett Reality. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.